Hey you guys, welcome back to the Girly Pop Squad YouTube channel. And today, well, if you guys don't know me, my name is Mercedes Foley, and today I will be telling you guys how I had two different names and how I got that changed and everything like that. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications if you guys want to see more videos. If you guys have any suggestions, just let me know in the bottom, in the comments, my bad, not the bottom, in the comments. Let's get into this video. So, I was adopted when I was a kid. I believe I was like 1. And sorry you guys, I am outside so you may hear a wind. So excuse me if you can't hear me. I don't really speak that loud. But I was adopted like I believe like 1, and like I can't remember like the year we got. So I got adopted with 3 other siblings as well. I can't remember when we got adopted, what year, but I just know I was just 1. That was it. Um, and I guess my parents ended up changing some of our names, and I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if mine didn't go through or they just didn't go through with the process. They started it but didn't go through with it. I don't know. And so, fast forward, like I said, I remember going to school using Mercedes Icy Foley. My first name that I was born with was Icy Hickman, but the parents that adopted me changed it to Mercedes Icy Foley. I went to school using Mercedes Icy Foley, literally, all school years. 2019, I believe somebody carried me on taxes, and I believe it was my biological mom because she's the only one that lives downtown LA, in downtown LA. We live in Las Vegas, so I know it wasn't us and it wasn't my mama or anything like that. I don't even do taxes, so I know it wasn't me. So that reopened the name Icy Hickman, I guess. I'm not sure how that works or whatever. So fast forward 2019, it was my graduation day. I walked the stage and everything like that. And you go to the back and you get your actual diploma. And all I remember was my principal was like, "Congratulations, but do you know this is not your actual name?" And I kind of looked at him and I was like, "What is he talking about? Like, this is the name I've been going by for years." You know what I'm saying? Like, for years. I was 18, literally. So I was so confused. I was like, "What is he talking about? Like, what?" So I ended up going outside afterwards to go take pictures of my family and stuff like that. And then I ended up asking my parents, like, my principal was sitting here telling me that this is not my name. And my dad was like, you know, well, it is true because I guess we didn't go through the process, but your name changed or whatever. So I'm like, what the heck? So y'all had me going by Mercedes Icy Foley knowing that that's not my actual name. Like, that was crazy. So, mind you, y'all, I don't have an ID. I don't have a job. No nothing. I got out of school. I had plans to, I love to dance. So, like, I had plans to go to school for dancing, to, be a choreographer, all that other stuff. Couldn't even do that because I didn't have no ID. I didn't have a birth certificate. I didn't have a social. Nothing. All I knew was my social security number, and that was it. Not a social security card. It was just a little piece of paper with my social security number on it. That was it. And I didn't have nothing, like nothing. And around that time, my family was, everybody was just not getting along. Everybody was talking mess about everybody. And so, like, my sister that I stay with now, she was trying to help me, like, when we first found that out, like, try to put my names, like, on credit cards or, like, prepaid cards to, like, see if that would work. Obviously, that did not work because I needed an adoption decree. But I guess my parents lost some of our adoption files, so, like, obviously it wasn't up in there, even though they had some of our files, but it wasn't up in there because I went over that, like, I don't know how many times to see if it was in there, and it wasn't. And so I was just stuck inside the house. Mind you, my mom, she had a stroke. I believe her right side went paralyzed, so she really can't do much for herself. So basically, I'm sitting at home. I'll get up every day after school. take my niece to school, come home, deal with my parents, feed them, cook them. If my dad is not around, then I'll have to give my mom a bath, a shower, and my mom had a habit of always calling me for everything. Mind you, it was other people inside the house, other siblings and everything. It was other people up in there. Well, then again, not around that time, because some of them was still like going to school or whatever, but still, it was people up in there. And she would just call me all day, all day, all day, like all day, okay? And I get it. That's my mom. I should do, whatever. And yeah, and I don't mind doing it, but like it would just come to a point to where like, girl, it's other people in this house that you could call. You ain't gotta always call me for everything. And that's what she did. Call me for everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. She needed a shower. I gotta take her a bath. I gotta do this. I gotta find her clothes if she goes somewhere. I'm going to doctor's appointments with them and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what the heck? It was just doing too much. And then like, of course, me sitting inside the house, of course, I was already like depressed and all that other stuff because like I can't really do nothing. Literally, I have no kind of money, no nothing. Yes, my sister was paying me to pick up her daughter, but all she was giving me was $25. That's gone as soon as I get personals and stuff like that. So it was really nothing. But I did appreciate it or whatever. And then I was getting money here and there from other people as well. But like I said, it was gone due to personals and all that other stuff. So never really was able to save any kind of money. Then, I'm sorry y'all, my fingers in the way. Then 2020 came, still doing the same thing, sitting inside the house. This is around the time again, our family kind of divided. Like everybody, it was just a mess. Like everybody was just a mess, and everybody was talking about everybody, and stuff was just, it was a hot mess around that time. Again, everybody was having financial issues, and our family was going through a rough time, and it was just a lot of stuff going on. So really didn't do much then. And then and again, if you guys want to hear about our family issues, again, I won't be bashing my family. I'll just be saying what happened. But let me know in the comments. I will give y'all everything. It might be a long video, who knows, but I will let y'all know what was going on, or maybe I'll just break it down so y'all won't be get so much information. But yeah, then in 2020 I was doing the same thing, really nothing much, sitting in the house doing the same thing, repeat. We ended up having to move out of our house into an apartment. And in 2021, oh, hold on, sorry you guys. So in 2021, I just turned 21. I ended up getting money for my birthday. I believe the 270 out here in Nevada is 270 plus 80 to get your name changed. So I ended up making a 270. Went down to courts. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am outside, so you will hear a lot of different noises. I'm sorry. Hold on. And yeah, so in 2021, I ended up getting the 270. Went to court with my dad and mom. Went to court, got the opened up the case and everything like that. But again, since our family was going through financial struggles, I didn't have the $80 or whatever, so the case ended up getting closed, and I couldn't do nothing about it. Mind you, still no money, don't have no job, no nothing. 2022. In 2022, I ended up doing hair, but I started doing hair around 2020, obviously during quarantine. And I started doing hair, but again, everybody is so cheap. Nobody really wants to pay money. So like $50 was the limit. So all I was making was $50. Again, I had to buy personals. I had to buy clothes, bras, underwears, stuff for my hair. Like, money was gone. Sorry, y'all. And money was gone. And it was just a lot. It was a lot. But in 2023, I remember like in November, I remember talking to God like a week before Thanksgiving. I remember talking to God like, I was going through a lot. I was tired of it. Um, and like I just needed him and everything like that. And the next thing you know, mind you, I was skipping church a lot around that time. Like right before that, I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. Let's still get over here. But I was always skipping church and everything like that. Like when I said I was skipping church, I was literally skipping church every day. Like every Sundays and Wednesdays, I was skipping it. Like I'm not going. I just don't feel like myself. I don't want to be around people. Like that was the devil trying to get me. Okay, that was the devil. Okay, and it came down to Thanksgiving Day, like the day before Thanksgiving. It was like a Wednesday, or I believe it was a Sunday. I'm not sure, but I believe it was a Wednesday. I'm not sure. Because last year, it's on Thursday this year, so it was a Wednesday, I believe. And, of course, my friend came and picked me up. She's like, I'm going to come get you. Make sure you be ready. And at first, I was about to tell her, like, I'm not going. Like, the heck? But I was like, you know what? I've been missing it. And that's the devil trying to keep me from going to church, okay? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go. So I got ready before I could text her no. So I ended up getting ready. She came and got me. And then, we went to go pick up some couples, and then next thing you know, I'm so sorry. And then we ended up going to church. We did our worship. We talked about, they talk about God, give money, then turn around, did the service, and after the service, the people who needed money, we came up to the pastors. We talked to the pastors, told them how much we needed and what we needed it for. And so, of course, I was talking to the pastor. I let him know, like, I need my name changed. I need 270, yada, yada, yada. Boom. After that, we're all in the back in the kitchen. We're all eating. We're all talking to everybody. And I remember just sitting by myself for a little bit because I had just went to go sit down for something. I was doing something, but I remember just going to go sit down. And then the pastor came up to me and was like, "Are you the one who needs your name changed?" And I was like, "Yes." And then he handed me that 270. Okay, I was happy, and I was like, "Thank you, Jesus," because 4 years of struggling. I mean, I'm still struggling now here and there, but baby, I was struggling. Okay, like the struggle was so real, so real. Like the depression that comes with it, it was sad. And I'm sorry, y'all. This wind is just crazy. And so like, I was happy about that. I went home. I put that 270 up. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all hearing everything. Like these helicopters keep coming every 5 seconds. Like disappear. But yeah, and then like I was hecka happy. I put that 270 up. Didn't touch it for nothing. Okay. Then I was praying to God, like, help me make that $80 because I'm gonna need that as well to get that, review journal, get it published and everything like that. And then he ended up coming through. Again, I do hair, so like I ended up making like a couple of dollars, made the 80. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I had the 80. My friend, I was gonna catch the bus, and my friend was like, "No, I'll just take you down to the courts myself." So whenever she had an off day, she was taken. So in January this year, January beginning of the year, I believe it was like towards the end of January. I believe it was like January 20th or like afterwards. That was when she was available to take me. And then we ended up going. I filled out the papers, paid for the name change. I did all of that in that one day. Got that out the way. Then February came and I did the journal review and I got that situated, paid the $80, made sure I sent everything that I need to send, and then I ended up getting a paper and an Gmail confirming my court date. We could either do it through Zoom or we can do it through what's that called? We could go to court, my bad. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. But so I was like I wasn't able to make it to court because again I don't have a car. But I'm learning how to drive, but I don't know how to have a car. But that's okay. We're gonna get there. And mind y'all, I'm 24 right now. And it took me I was 23 when I got all of this. Like literally It's a mess. If y'all want to hear more about that, I could tell you about it too. Like, it's just a mess. And if y'all want to hear more stories about my family and everything, again, I won't be bashing them, but I will be telling you guys like what was happening, what was going on. Just let me know in the comments below if you make it this far in the video. Okay. And then, of course, I ended up having my court date on March 4th. And, I was just talking to the judge. And the craziest part about it, God was with me that day because, man, I was up early. I was on that court date. Literally, that Zoom call, I was there hecka early. Okay, my thing wasn't until 9 o'clock. I was already clocked in at 8:50. Okay, I was not playing no type of games. Then you know, the judge was having like problems with their system and everything. Like they couldn't get nobody cases open. But glory be to God, they was able to get mines open. And I was like, period. Okay, like okay, like I know that's right. Then obviously the judge talked to me and she was just making sure I wasn't changing my name for any fraud or anything that just not, that I wasn't supposed to be doing, okay? And then next thing you know, she was like, you got your name changed, you're officially Mercedes Icy Foley. And I was like, period. No more Icy Hickman, because who's that? Okay? I'm just kidding. But like, so I was like, okay, thank you, Jesus. And I was like so happy. And then, yeah, I was hecka happy. And then I ended up getting my ID. I had to make some money to get my ID. And then next thing you know, I turned around and got my social security number and everything. And I was just so happy. But man, what I try to tell you, when I tried to find a job, it was hard. Okay, literally they'll say they're hiring, and then I fill out the applications, and then they be like, oh, you're not meeting the requirements. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I'm a fast learner. I'm gonna catch on to anything. So obviously, again, I still don't have a job. I sleep with my sister in her living room on a blood mattress. Um, I wish that things could have went differently when I was younger, but God, God puts you through certain things for a reason. So even now, I may still struggle, but I believe God will get me out of this mess. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not even supposed to be doing all that, but yes, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening, getting through all the way through this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.